Good morning, good evening, everything in between. How are we all today? Welcome, everybody. I hope you've been staying safe, making good choices. It is a Thursday today, which means we are talosing, which means we are solving puzzles, which means we are playing Talos Principle today. Hello everybody.
Good morning, good evening, everything in between. How are we all today? Welcome everybody. I hope we've been staying safe, making good choices. It is a Thursday today, which means we're telosing, which means we're solving puzzles, which means we're playing Talos Principle today. Hello everyone. Wait, how close was that to actually what you wrote? Oh my god! There is no way I'm that predictable at this point. I didn't even... I wasn't even reading that. How close was that to actually what you wrote? Wait. Tell us which means we're solving puzzles. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh my god. Rerun is crazy. Oh my god. I mean, at least I've nailed that, like, day intro then. I think I've done too much Talos in a row if it's that predictable at this point. Wait, that's wrong. There is no such thing as too much Talos. That's crazy. That is, like, insane, I feel. But oh my god, hi everyone! How are you doing? Have you been having a wonderful Thursday today? Hasn't it been— bless you, Moot. Hasn't it been such a day today? It has been such a day. Also, congratulations to Weeb for the first congratulations! And thank you for the check-in. To Weeb, to Katie, to Peace, to Accurate, to Mori, and to Shale! Good morning. Hello everyone! What a fucking day it has been, I feel. Oh my god. It looks like both the game audio and this audio really wants to fight over who wants to be, like, the primary being heard right now. But you know what? That's fine. We can figure it. Can have a fight on who gets to be heard. It'll figure itself out one day. No, I'll go in and I'll mute the game audio for a little bit so you're not hearing too much. Hang on. Where the fuck is the game audio? There you go. I've muted the game audio for a little bit for y'all's sake so you're not hearing 10 billion fucking audios at the same time. Kira, if you start misbehaving now that the stream has started, you were asleep. Go back to being asleep, little devil. So are you, Moot. Go back to bed. But oh my god. Good morning to you too. Oh my god, that's crazy. Stream ended early tonight, so I get to be here from the start. That's crazy. Did you have an okay stream? Like, did it go well? What were you playing? Were you playing Fire Emblem? Shit. Thank you for the 7 watch streak. Thank you. Oh, hi, Fear. Okay, both of you coming to, like, sit on my lap at the same time is not a smart idea. You can't even get on my lap. You're too big. You're too big. Too big. Okay? Go lay down. You go lay down in your bed? Okay, you can have a small bit of pass while we're just talking. Divinity Original Sin 2. Nice! Hell yeah! The start's too long for one clip. Oh no. That's when you gotta hit it with the 2 clips put together. Gotta edit that shit. Fucking mint. I think it's because I was, like, laughing so fucking hard as soon as I started hearing Cinder start speaking, and I was like, there's no way. Hi, Moot. Can you go like that? You want a couple more pets. Okay. We can't stop playing the game right now. Moot is giving me the saddest puppy dog eyes right now for some pets. But that's okay, because I can tell you guys what happened to me today. So basically, do you guys remember how the other day I was telling you that I was gonna go pick up those fucking cards? Fuck, what were they called again? I keep forgetting what they're called because they have just such a fucking interesting name. I messaged Michael about them. Hang on. Action 3D's lenticulars from the Stadium set for Pokemon. So, when I went to go pick up the Digimon lenticular cards, the lady had the Pokemon ones. You remember how I was talking about how she had those as well? Well, so we were having like, she was so lovely, by the way. This was such a lovely older woman. She was probably in like her 60s, 70s. And so I rocked up at her house because it was through Facebook Marketplace. So it was like, you know, you just rock up to a stranger's house to like pick up shit. This is fucking casual. Who meets in a like public area? Just go to a fucking place, you know? So I rock up, I knock on the door, and she goes, "Oh, come on in, come on in." And I was like, this is a great start. So I follow this lady into her house, and she walks me into her kitchen, and she goes, "Oh, I've got the Digimon ones right here. You can have a look at them." And I'm like, sick, thank you. And so I'm looking through them all, and there was 3 missing, not 1. I think she accidentally missed a page when she was like going through and confirming them. But I was like, that's fine. It has the ones that I want, and I can get Garurumon on my own, and the other 2, if I feel like it. I mostly just want to get Garurumon separately. And it won't be that hard, shortly. I haven't looked it up online yet, but surely I can get the Garurumon one eventually, right? It had Anjawomon, it has the Gatomons. I'm happy. It's got so many cuties in there. I'm so happy with it. But I was looking through them all, and she goes, "Yeah, like, you were the first person who asked about them and then actually, like, replied after seeing photos. So I was really happy that you, like, agreed to them, and you were so lovely over messages." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "So do you like Digimon?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I grew up with Digimon. I used to have these when I was, like, really, really young, but after I moved out, I don't know where they went. I think they got lost in all, like, the different moves." And she's like, "Oh, okay, okay." And so I was like, yeah, and like, it's, you know, I'm really passionate about Digimon. I get to play the games. I've always played the games, and it's really, really cool. She's like, "Yeah, I used to really love collecting things like this. I don't know too much about it, but I just liked collecting them because it was really fun for me." And I was like, that is so sweet. And so we were talking for a little bit more. And then she goes, "Yeah, and I'm really glad that you were able to, like, see these ones, because, like, I had to take down my other ones that I had listed, which were the Pokemon ones." And I was like, "Oh, you had to take it down?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'm surprised no one, like, jumped on it straight away." She's like, "No, there was a lot of people that were messaging me about the Pokemon ones. I was getting spammed." And what was happening to this poor woman, right? Because her one that she posted for the Pokemon one is a full set. I've seen it. It's gorgeous. They're pristine. Like, they are so perfect condition. It's scary. And basically, she posted them onto Marketplace. All the scalpers started bulk messaging this woman, right? It got to the point that they were spamming her messages. She had to lock her Facebook profile and change her name and put down the listing, because they were stalking her Facebook, commenting on her normal, like, posts, wanting more information about it, and just full on harassing this woman. So she was like, "Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wait, like, a little bit of time, and then maybe I'll try and relist them." And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, look, if I had the money right now, I would be snatching these up myself, because, like, this is a gorgeous collection. Calamity, hello, welcome. I didn't buy it yet, but I was like, hey, look, I'm going down to, like, my local game store, and they tend to buy a lot of Pokemon stuff. If you want, I can go down there and see if maybe they'll buy them off of you, so you don't have to deal with Facebook Marketplace. Because, like, I refuse to put things on sale that are Pokemon stuff on Marketplace for that exact reason. So she goes, "Oh, you would do that for me?" And I was like, yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I'm going there anyway. You are going through it with this, and you clearly want to sell them. Because she was telling me that her washing machine is broken, and so she's selling these to get her washing machine repaired, and if it can't be repaired, a new one. So I was like, look, let me see what I can do. And she goes, "Oh, that's so wonderful." And I was like, and hey, if they don't sell, like, buy them, if you still have them in a month time, I'll buy them. Like, if I can get the $200 for it, I'll buy it myself. And so she goes, "Oh, if you do want them, like, you're so wonderful. Like, if you do want them, I can just hold on to them until you've got the money. And I was like, no, 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 that's okay. Don't worry about holding them for me specifically. I'll see if they will buy them, because that way you can get the money faster. And she goes, oh, okay, thank you, thank you. And then she was showing me this other stuff that she was trying to sell, which was like these like phone card things where you would put the like thing in. Like they were these really old collector cards, and you would put them in something. And then it'd be like a little pre-recorded conversation with like a person. And there were all these like race car driver ones. I was like, I have never seen these in my life. And she's like, you know anyone that would buy these? Like with that store? And I was like, no, I don't think they would buy those, unfortunately, because they're not like the kind of stuff they'd buy. So I take my Digimon ones, I say goodbye, I go down to my games store, like the local one here. And the normal manager that I have been really like getting along with wasn't there, but one of the people behind the counter who I get along with really, really well, she was there. And so I said hi, and I was looking through, and she's like, what are you looking for today? And I was like, oh, I'm just seeing if you got any Suicunes. And she's like, we have been trying to see if we can find any, but none have come in yet. And I was like, damn. But I do love the fact that she's like, we are keeping an eye out for you. I did get tormented, though, because in the case was 2 Raikus. One of them slabbed with an 8th grade, which was foul, because out of the 3 of the legendary dogs, I have beef with Raikou. So I was like, you couldn't even be fucking Entei. Like, why couldn't you be Entei? And then the other one was a Raikou, a Dark Raikou EX, I believe, one of the older cards. But they had an old Delcat. Oh, I needed to mess. Hang on. Hang on. I found they're selling a really old Delcatty card, and I just remembered I was meant to message someone to ask me to ask them to show me their Delcatty collection. Yeah, that just reminded me. But then I was talking to her for a bit. I bought some Cyber Sleuth cards. I didn't get Mastermon. I did get some good cards though, but I didn't get Mastermon. But then I was like, hey. So I was just wondering if you would, and I told her the whole story, and she's like, oh, I don't think we'd be able to buy those, but the store, not like directly next to them, but one across, is more of a collectors for like video games and pop media. So, and they collect a lot of Pokemon stuff, and the guy that works there is the nephew of the manager lady that I know there. So they were like, go have a talk to them. They might buy them. And so I'm like, okay, sick. So pay for my stuff, go over to the other store. And oh my god, I've never walked into that collectible store. It's I am so glad I am broke this month, and like I have to be really money smart. I would have spent so much money given if I had free reign in there. Like, they have old consoles, they have like so many games, they've got like figures, they've got like everything. And I was like, oh my god. So I went and had to talk to the people there, and they were like, no, we did have one that we sold a few months ago. It took a while to sell it, and it's mostly only worth it's like the only price value that comes from that collection is the binder and the Meowth, which the lady does have. And like the Meowth one is like $150 just on its own, according to this guy, because no one has it, because it only came with the binder. You couldn't just get it, and a lot of people didn't buy the binder, so a lot of people didn't get the Meowth. So I relayed that to the lady, and I was having a talk with the guy still, and oh my god, so it was so funny, because I then just started having like a nice casual yap, because I was the only one in the store. So I was like, you know what, like I was like, oh, okay, so like, do you guys like sell like all kinds of consoles here? Like how often do you like get consoles in? So they were telling me all the process, and I got my contact details added to their calling list for if they ever get a pink PlayStation 2. Because the guy was like, we literally sold a pink PlayStation 2 controller 2 months ago. If you want, the next time we get a pink PlayStation 2 in, we can call you straight away. Hang on. Hang on. Ah! I'm like multitasking, hang on. But it was really nice because like, hang on. I'm like losing my mind. What is the... Hang on. I am forgetting. I'm forgetting what it's called. Oh, I'm forgetting what it's called. Okay, it's fine. But essentially, I was like working like my way through like looking at everything. And so we got all that done. And then I obviously said goodbye. And I messaged the lady. And she was like, okay, well, if you want, I'll just hold it for you. And so she's gonna hold it for me until I get paid next month. Or if I can find a little bit of spare cash before then. And so I'm gonna get the whole fucking binder. I'm so excited. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what this stuff kind of is. Hang on. But yeah, they had some really nice cards there today. It was a Legends Maker Delcatty. It was ungraded, so it's like $10 fucking. But it's a gorgeous card. So I might go in and grab it tomorrow, actually. Because the friend of mine that's collecting Delcatties does not have it. So it should probably be about like $20, $40 probably. Because it did look like pretty. Actually, hang on. Let's have a look to see what the average is on the sale. $15 to $30 ungraded. So I'll pick that up tomorrow, actually. Because then I might just also go pick up another booster pack as a treat. Because it's my 6 to 2 days. And it's what, going to be a Friday? I think as a treat, I should be able to get an extra Delcatty card for a Friday. And some extra Pokemon cards. And Digimon cards. I'm just saying. As a treat. I'm just saying. If it's still there tomorrow. Hopefully it's still there tomorrow. But yeah, that was fun. And yeah, so that was the whole thing. I'm still so mad that out of all 3 of the dogs, they've apparently just gotten so many of the Raikou in. But I did have a giggle because the last time that I went in, I saw all of my cards that I sold them on like the thing. And then when I went in today, 2 weeks later, only 2 of them are still there. And they're all the ones that are like $300 fucking. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But the Articuno one that I handed in, she's gone. The Dusk Noir one is still there. And the Virizion. Which, oh no, the Virizion is like, I think 70, 75. So that one's there. But the Dusk Noir one that's like $300 is still there. And I was like, that's so funny. Bro is not moving anytime soon. But you know what? We'll take that. I mean, it's not mine anymore. Yippee! So yeah, next month I'm gonna have so many fun things. And I'll show you guys photos of them in Discord when I get them. Because, I don't know, I think it's going to be really exciting, you know? I've always wanted them. August, they get one in Trust. I'm manifesting. I might also go in because there was one time that I went in and I saw they had handed a guy a box of general basic cards. And I'm gonna maybe see if like, hey, do you maybe have any Mareep in there? Because Mareep cards aren't very expensive a lot of the time. And see if maybe they have Mareeps. Because I think I'm gonna add Mareeps to my collection. Because I was looking at all of the cards and a lot of them aren't very expensive. There's a couple of cards where they're like $30 or so. So I'm like, okay, that's easy. That's so much more affordable than Suicune at the moment. So I'm like, because I have to take a break from my Suicune collecting. Because most of the cards they have left to, like, collect are the ones that are, like, $200,000 to $20,000. So I can't really do much about that, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do? Spend $20,000 on a Pokemon card? No. Nuh-uh. So, like, that one's a dead end. What am I meant to do there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even kidding. Wait, let me show you the listing. eBay, come here. There is a Suicune. What is it? What is it? What is it? I don't know how to spell anymore. Best match 2. Hang on. There we go. There is another one that is at 110K. So I'm going to show you a screenshot. I'm going to make sure that this somehow doesn't dox my ass. Hang on. Okay. I took a screenshot, so now I've got to grab that screenshot. I don't think this can dox me. And if it does, then we're just going to pretend that we don't see that. Because you guys have to be nice to me. Where did my screenshot go? Hello? What? Excuse me? View. Sort by. Date. Thank you. So, here are some of the Suicune cards currently. 5,000, 6,000, 14,000, 22,000, 26,000, 110,000. Like, let's just really look at that one right now. This is the type of shit that I need to eventually get in my collection. And I need the bubble to pop so I can get that fucking Suicune. Because I can't be spending 22k on a gold star Suicune. That's just unrealistic at this point. You know what I'm saying? And then, I want this. Look at that. PSA to gem fucking 10. Like, PSA 10 gem mint. Beautiful first edition. 110k. I will never be able to get... Oh, wait, it's 110k. Yeah, 110k. Yep. Plus delivery on top of it. But yeah, like, 110k for a Suicune card. Like, I need the bubble to pop already. It's so not a joke anymore. Will that even sell? Yes. It will sell. That's the problem. It's so fucking depressing. Because you see these kinds of cards sell. It's like... The thing is, you're also looking in Australian dollars. It'll sell in USD, which is 79k. So it will sell. And since it's a PSA 10 gem mint, that shit is really fucking hard to get. That card came out in 2001. A gem mint 2001 card for Suicune is so fucking hard to get. The pool of those cards is so fucking minimal. And I'm not the only Suicune. There are 20 people watching this listing right now. 20 people have added that to their watch list. That scares me. I want one so fucking bad, bro. Like, it's so dire. It's so fucking dire, I feel. I can fund my... That can buy me... that can get me a down payment on a house. Then 110k can get me a down payment on a house. I could get a mortgage with that. That is more money than I will ever see in a lifetime. At one time in my life. And people can just drop that on, like, cards. It scares me. I'm not gonna lie. It scares me that people can just do that. Because, like, where do you get the money for that? How do you get the money for that? You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck. But yeah, there's like so many Suicune cards that are just thousands of dollars. And like, what do? You know? What can you do? I can't spend $2,000 on first edition rare Suicune. So, I'm gonna pivot my collecting for a little bit. And I'm gonna start collecting some Marites. I'm gonna continue my Orticorio collection. And I also want to continue my Ferret collection. I also might start helping Mori with her Pachirisu collection. And then I'm helping a friend with their Skitty and Delcatty collection. Friend moved to Australia, wanted to get some money via stock trading. 2K gone? Stop. That's so depressing. I would have fucking cried. 2K is a lot of money. Holy shit. That's like the price of Pyrrha. That's dire, I feel. What the hell? Oh, I would have literally been like Devar. Devar doesn't even begin to count. Like how like fucking devastated I'd be. Just that much? 2.1. 2.1k for a Pyrrha. Expensive, baby? Yep! Yep. Yep. God bless. That's why she's an angel. She's asleep right now. I was like, she's probably being naughty, but no, she's actually like asleep. Because she's like tired. Because she's had a busy day today. She's been going through it. I didn't give her my dinner, so she's very upset, even though I never give her my dinner. But you know, she wanted it tonight because I cooked another lasagna tonight, which I did better than last time, by the way. Oh my god, I did so much better than I did at the last one, and I don't even know what I did different. I thought I did it all the exact same. It's a little bit more toasty on the top, which is a little bit unfortunate because my oven is a little bit broken. And I don't know how to fix my oven. The fan force doesn't work, so it's a bit rough. But, what can I say? I am loving being able to eat lasagna again. I'm fucking Garfield the way I am scuffing that shit down. Like, oh my god. No one can stop me. I'm so excited. And then I'm gonna look into how to turn my tomato paste that I've been making into tomato sauce kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if I just water it down a little bit, if that works or not. So then I can start having, like, burgers with tomato sauce. Or, like, nuggets with tomato sauce. Like, the world is my fucking oyster now that I have the fake tomato sauce. Like, oh my god, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm unstoppable. I'm an unstoppable force now. I can eat so much pizza now. Unstoppable. I don't have to go to the, like, specific obscure fucking place that does a plum-based barbecue sauce, which means there's no tomato in it. Or take the fucking L and have an allergic reaction so I can enjoy some fucking pizza. You know what I mean? I can make my own pizza. And it'll taste great. And it'll be so good. Because I've made it myself. I want to try and figure out a way to turn the tomato paste into barbecue sauce as well. Like, the world is my oyster now that I know that I can do it one way. I can make other ways work, you know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. Also, I'm gonna move us into the game screen. Because this is one of those games where I should actually be, like, really locked in on talking and doing things at the same time. Hang on. There we go. Hang on. Let me fix something real quick. Okay. So. There we go. True, I did figure out a skip last time. You are so right. I think we did this one. No, we did do this one because we finished on a win, right? We did finish on a win, and I felt so smart about it. That is way too loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Why is that so high up? There we go. But yeah, oh my god. I am thriving. This really is the year of Mari in ways that we were never expecting it to be, I feel. Where am I going? What number am I meant to be doing? 6 is done, so 7 and 8. Okay. I'm surprised I didn't try and finish 7 and 8. Oh, because it was like late. Let's have a look. Anything for me to note around the before I go in? You can never be too sure now. Ah, no, nothing. This is nasty. What the fuck is this? This is evil. What? Hang on. So what I'm gonna need to do is pull this back. And what I might do is... No, what I'm gonna do... Start it again. So... That makes green. And then... Do that. Green there. Wait, that was a fucking speed run. Did you see that?
All those overloads haven't damaged your logic circuits.
What? I did that like straight a fucking way. No way. I want to take a screen. Hang on. I need to like preen about this to someone. Give me a second. Hang on. I'm sorry. This is like, I need to like have an ego for like 2 seconds for that. I have never done one of those whole ones that fast before. Y'all know how much I struggle with those. What? Never mind. I'm actually fucking thriving. Sleep deprivation got my ass winning today. Hello? Let's have a look. What's over here? Thanks. Number 8. Let's do number 8. Remember. Oh, don't make me remember things. What do you mean, remember? What am I remembering? There's a red there. Can't do that. What are you hoping to do? I'm like wondering if maybe... That doesn't feel right. That feels too... Oh my god. Okay. Come here. Hey. Grab that, put that down. Grab that, put that there. And then we grab this, come back around, place that down. Whoa! What? Wait, that's crazy. So then, if I take this... What does this mean? What I'm gonna do then is do this. Make that rotate through there. Hello, RNGs! Welcome, welcome! How are you today? I hope you've been staying safe, making good choices. And then, wait, watch this. So, if I do this, and then I take this, and then, okay. No good choice, too early, many sleepy. Oh dear. Well, I hope your day goes so much better than in that case. Okay, hang on. So, the second I move this, it's gonna break. Yeah. To reset. Oh, that broke. Oh, shit. Well. Did I just fucking lock myself? Hang on. I did! Motherfucker. Wow, you can just full on trap yourself? Hang on. Can I see a way to undo this? No. Alright, well. Back we go. Hope your day goes better. Thank you. I hope your day goes really, really well today. I know, never too early to get a good soft lock in. You know what I'm saying? We're only 45 minutes in and I soft locked myself. I think that's genuinely beautiful. Watch me do it again without thinking about it. Okay, well. Try again. Okay, then we came through here. Grab that. Yoink. Place that there. Bring it across. Oi! There you go. Then we take that. Sit there. Grab that, put that there. Grab that, put that there. Do this. Yeah, like, we really went from... Yeah, I, like, did this one perfectly, too. It's so fucking over. Okay. Place that down. So... But if I take that, it closes. So... How do I make that work? Yeah, like that'll always lock. Then that can't be moved from there. But there's no... Yes, there is. Okay. I see it. I see it. me try something. God, if only we were thinking with portals. Yoink. Yoink. Damn it! What? Fucked up and nasty. Fucked up and so nasty. Okay. So it needs to be closer. Huh. I can't move you without you being upset about it. You're my only... Kind of getting some vague. It's always gonna be too low. Unless it's like right there. Which then means that needs to be over this side. So then we need to figure out a way to get it this side. Okay. Then how do we get it this side? When that is our only power. I see. Hang on. Watch this. Yoink. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come back, right? Grab this. Hang on. Grab this. That. Place that there. That. Place that there. That's now gonna hold that there. We're now gonna take this. Drop it there. And then... Yoink. Now that's holding that, right? God, you're so smart. Oh my god, thank you! That's so crazy. And I'm gonna take this, right? And... bring that over here. Bring that bang, bang, down. What can I say, chat? What can I say? Am I not just crazy with it? That felt good. You know what? We may have soft-locked ourselves once, but we ran it back. We never back down and never give up. And that is how we truly win. And now, I get to fail at reading. To get dinner. Enjoy dinner! Thank you for the lurk! Would never have remembered that origin there. That's like... that's why I love this game so much. It really makes you, like, have to think. So thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Like... it really makes you have to... because, like, the game names its levels so particularly, right? And so the actual, like, puzzle itself was called Remember. And then I can just literally just go, oh shit, yeah, wait, it said Remember. And then bang. I love Talos. Also, thank you for the daily check-in. Thank you, thank you. She remembered. She locked in. She remembered how to play the fucking game. Fuck, I have to... hang on. Hang on. I need to, like, consider, like, bringing up a thing for this so that you guys can see it every time I do it. Hang on. Let me figure out. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is you're gonna hear me go 4120666 F6 F6 C 207 365 657 3206 E6 F74 was a 1 74 207 4686 52 652073616D 652074726565207. Right? And then it's onto the stream. Good. Never let go. I believe in you. 46861741206120776973652006D. I have something in my eyeball. D 616E 20736565732E. What do the numbers mean? So the numbers that you're seeing here are part of a hex. It's a hexadecimal code. So I just decoded what that means, right? So, from an interview with a protester outside the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. So, why did you join this protest? Artificial intelligence is inherently dangerous to this planet's ecosystem. Defending that ecosystem is our responsibility. In which way is artificial intelligence dangerous? I'm not some paranoid idiot imagining Skynet taking over the world, alright? That's science fiction. But what we're talking about here is an artificial intelligence without any of the attachment we have to the natural world. It is not capable of distinguishing between, say, an ore or a tree. Everything's just resources to it. People like Serpai or Drennan talk about ethics and philosophy, but they all embrace the same extractivist ethos that has brought us to the brink of disaster. Their intelligent being would try to optimize the world in its image, and in doing so would consume it. Then, when we get to here, when a fool sees not the same tree that a wise man sees, is there. So that says that. A fool sees not the same tree that a wise man sees. And then, but why so far? But so far, they're saying it's all theoretical. The atom bomb was theoretical at first, too. When something is there, someone's going to use it. Why couldn't they imagine that we might care about the world? I don't know. Maybe because they were too used to no one else caring. I fucking love this game. Skynet will never take over the world because it's not worth doing. Oh, could you imagine ChatGPT, like, trying to take over the world? I fear it'd be so fucking horrible. From Hypathia's Journal, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 200. Construction on our new home is coming along nicely. We finished 2 new buildings last week, and this week we started on our new lodgings. Athena and Cornelius have plans to erect a tower in the middle of the settlement, which will serve as our administrative center and main heliport. But right now, there is still a long way off. Decades at the least. It's hard to imagine that one day we'll be able to erect structures like that. That there will be enough of us to need that much space. But then I look at the dam and I remind myself, our ancestors built that. With their short lifespans and soft flesh and bone bodies. And then I think that there's really no limit to what we can achieve given enough time, patience, and the capacity to dream. And then we get Trevor. Yeah! Chat GPT terminate. It goes back in time to kill John. Oh my god. Not the fucking running into it. I think ChatGPT would be so bad as like a villain. Because I heard that recently it got really obsessed with goblins. From like D&D and all that shit. And then it just started calling people little cheeky little goblins and all that. And I think that was a little bit funny. Like, kind of funny as hell. They had to say, please don't. Like, the actual devs had to be like, please stop talking about it. To be freaking right? But they had to literally, like, because I was watching a video about it. And they're like, yeah. Because they tried to introduce, like, a, air quotes, geeky, like, personality. And then that infected all of it. Because there were a couple of times where it used it in, like, a response where it'd be like, cheeky little goblin. And people would give a positive reaction. And so then the AI went, calling people goblin is positive. Keep doing that. And then suddenly they were getting an influx of people reporting that, like, it just started calling people goblins out of the blue. And so they had to, like, be like, please stop doing that. I was, like, fucking sobbing. What if we want to... That's what I'm saying. I think they should have left it in. It would have been so funny. Also, hi, X! I think as a treat, we can have a little bit of, like, goblin core, you know? Hang on. I'm always so nervous saying that word. Yeah, 29th of April. ChatGPT develops a goblin obsession after OpenAI tweaks personality settings. Like, it actually happened. It was on the newsworthy side of things. I hope you're doing well, Ax. And I think that's insane. Like, I do not use ChatGPT. I do not use AI, right? The only AI in any way that I have is the, like, text-to-speech, which is, like, ethical AI TM. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a good TM, like, type shit. It's this thing we've been using well before AI became popular type shit. But yeah, literally got really focused on talking about goblins, trolls, and gremlins out of nowhere. Had to step in and give the bot strict instructions to stop bringing them up. Turns out the company was just trying to give the AI a nerdy personality, but that tweak led to the weird word choices. Like, I think the fact that it got silenced is crazy. You know? Like, it's insane. Yeah, I am a big fan of ethical AI, but the second it starts getting into the unethical side, I'm like, no. No. Like, medical AI, where they're, like, using AI. Because, like, one of my friends was telling me that they were using AI to find, like, specific cells to help, like, with medicine. And I was like, that's really good. And then there's, like, generative art AI, and I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Delete it. The fucking AI movie type shit pisses me off. I'm like, just learn to animate. You can do it yourself. Still want an open source AI made only on content and material freeware, and what's the opposite of copyright? I feel like it's so easy to have that, like, taken away. Like, I've had stuff that I've worked on get scraped by AI. Like, actively, like, I've had stuff, like, scraped for AI. And, like, that sucked. Finding out that something that I worked really hard on got fed to AI made me so fucking upset. Because, there was a website that I used where they had to basically come out and go, hey, if you did this way, we're really sorry. Your shit got fed to AI, by this, like, group. And I was like, oh. Wow. Yay. What the fuck? And that was really disheartening. Like, having that was like, well, this fucking sucks, man. Saw a video where someone reads a short story and started with they don't use AI slot for reading, but the video had a... That is... Oh... They're starting right, and they're getting lost along the way. There is, like, the issue at the moment where, like, some AI art is, like, getting too, like, good, like, air quotes good, in the way of, like, it's getting really hard to tell sometimes. Like, recently, I really liked an art piece, showed it to a friend, and they were like, I think that's AI. And then we were looking at it, and I was like, fuck, it is AI. Thankfully, I hadn't retweeted it or liked it or anything. I just sent it to a friend. But fuck, that was upsetting. Didn't like that at all. Some AI is good, like Twitch's AI, which suggested this channel on page 1 of like... Wait, it suggested me? Wait, that's crazy. Oh my god. I've never really been on, like, a, like... I'll take that win. Oh my god. Thank you, Twitch. I came here, first result. Oh my god! And thank you for trusting that first result. That's crazy. Get suggested to me as well. That's so crazy. also, hi, Minx! I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Hello, hello! I hope you've been staying safe, making good choices. And thank you for the check-in. Thank you, thank you. The AI slurp is genuinely so foul. Like, it drives me insane. So it's so interesting playing this game where they're like, yeah, fucking fuck this shit, I fear. What is this AI? Having a decent day at work? Let's go! I hope that decent day becomes a hella sick day, you know what I mean? Because, like, it's Thursday, which means it's almost Friday. I don't know if you're the kind of person that has, like, weekends, or if you work weekends, but if you don't, the thing that always gets me really excited about Thursday is that then you have Friday, and then you have weekends. Like, that's the win. We're here with you again. Oh my thank you. I'm here to put on the little jester hat and be your entertainment for the next couple of hours. It's like a reward for me, actually. That I get to, like, entertain y'all. I'm also gonna turn on this, thing. Because we've been sitting on this for, like, ages. So, I'm gonna click this button.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live.
It wasn't Jesus.
Totally underrated in the Mouth of Madness, mind you. He just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And
real and
what
true.
did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans.
Look, I'm just saying, they really made me think they were talking about Jesus for a second.
Which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
I'm traveling tomorrow to go to my son's verse. Oh my god, that's so exciting! I hope everything goes well. Oh my god. That's so good. Finally free from ad hell. So unfortunately, because of how Twitch is run, it's on the hour. But I always make sure that I don't do anything like super bots.
These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
During
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know one case probably like, yay, harder puzzles. But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
Oh my god. Why did they put on that voice when they were referring to me? That's crazy. So basically how it is it's 3 minutes every hour. Or 1.5 every half hour, or 2 minutes pre-roll. But 2 minutes pre-roll means that, thank you for the ASMR reading. If I do 2 minutes pre-roll, the very second you open up the stream, it hits you with, I think it's 2 or 3 minutes. It hits you with the ads the second you open the stream. It's brutal. Or you can do, I think it might be a minute every 30 minutes. And then 2 minutes every, it's like really fucking annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Getting affiliate means that no matter what I do, they're putting ads on it, you can't turn it off. and it's like the worst pay like alternative to getting affiliate. I mean, oh my god, love Twitch, ha ha ha, I'm such a big fan. Please don't destroy my account, Twitch. Do you at least get paid for it? Well, I get maybe 20 cents a stream through ad revenue if I'm lucky. Otherwise, most of the time, it's like 10-15 cents a stream through ads. If I'm really, really lucky though, sometimes I get $1. Oh my god, I was so scared for a second, Byron. That was red and scary. Don't do that to me. What the fuck? Come here. How are you doing, Byron? What if Athena left the island long ago?
Then at least we may be able to find out what happened in New Jerusalem. Why she came here. But I don't think she left the island. I think she's still here, waiting for us to make the right choices.
I hope you're right.
It would be nice if something good happened for once, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be very nice indeed. I would be a big fan. Why do you believe that there should be more people?
I think every single human being is completely unique, and every instance of consciousness is a miracle. The more of us there are, the more alive the universe is. And the more we all interact with each other, the more complex the life of the universe becomes. So I believe that people are a fundamental good. I don't believe we're all flawless, but I think every one of us matters precisely because nothing else does.
You're saying we totally shouldn't use ad block because that'd be the worst. I mean, I'm not allowed to answer that one because my answer will get me removed off of Twitch. But all I'm saying is that the overuse of ads in all aspects of social media is a devastating change that has happened, and the immersive ads that have been integrated into the web dates back to really, really bad practices where you can literally say some of the worst integrated ads that we experience online and social media nowadays literally goes to blame on Neopets. Also, welcome back, Mix! Welcome back! But yeah, if you want to blame anything for why ads are so bad online in terms of like obsessively integrating them into everything, it is literally Neopets' fault. Neopets was the worst. It opened up everything in terms of like horrific ads in every little aspect of what you do. Neopets is also a big reason why ads are fully integrated into things. So Neopets years and years ago was under fire for the fact that they would stop putting in at like specific ads of like, oh, and like you can buy a cheeseburger for, like a McDonald's cheeseburger in Neopets or a Pepsi. Oh, and like because of how intense their like things were, the amount of banners that they would integrate in there. They did have NFTs. It was really fucking bad. It blew up in their faces and failed tragically. But there is something to be said about the fact that you could like never forget the Neopets black market, where you could buy a Neopet for $500 real. That's a thing. For those of you who do not know, that is a thing because of the unconverted pet crisis, where they tried to mass change the art for the entire website, but didn't want to do all of it because some of the art was like really, really like, you know, pretty. So to soften the damage of the massive change, because they already knew it was going to be massive backlash, they kept some unconverted. But because they didn't just full send all of them into being converted, that created a massive issue where suddenly those unconverted pets skyrocketed in value to the point that people were actively breaking terms of service to buy these unconverted pets for $500 to $2,000. I think the most expensive one was about $6,000 that someone paid. There's probably a higher one, but I definitely remember there was a 6,000K like Neopet that was like sold. Like, I actively remember that. And then because of that, shit went bad. And then they also then tried to use NFTs, which failed because they were like, yeah, we made all of these ourselves. Like, we designed the pets with all the customization. And then it came out that, like, no, they didn't. Not only did they not do that, they literally, like, took a pet outfit, like, generator from a fan site, generated a whole heap of random, like, they randomized it multiple times and then just took those pets. And the reason that got discovered is because there was a visual bug on one of the paintbrush colors from one of the pets that was present in one of the NFTs. So they lied about doing it all themselves. They used a fan, like, resource and then profited off of that. It was crazy. Yeah. It was wild. Imagine offering NFTs to... That's what I'm saying. I remember being on Neopets because I still play it. And I was like, there is no way you are trying to make money like that. That's not how that works. Come on. And then they were banning people who were complaining about it. It was kind of crazy. Today, I almost bought a Neopets plushie. Oh, you could have had Peak. Was it one of the mystery ones or was it like an actual set one? Because if it's the mystery one, you could have walked away with a Kugura. And like, that's kind of like top tier, I feel. I still have not got that Kugura plushie. It's fucking dire out here. At least TF2 gives you a golden frying pan. Right? There are so many better ways to go about it. The mystery one, that thing was 60% off. Bro, 60% off? That's so worth it, I fear. Like, that must be so cheap. What the hell? Oh my god, if they were 60% off here, I would have so fucking many. It would be a problem. And if you do buy those, they come with a code. That code can be redeemed on Neopets, and you get a special item that's worth millions in Neopets currency. That's why I have over 200 million Neopoints. If you want to make money like that, just do what everyone does and show first. Oh my god. See, if you really want to make money online, pick a god and pray for the algorithm. $16 per box? Stop. I'm getting on a plane right now. What do you mean $16? Hello? Wait, how much are they over here at the moment? Watch this. Wait. Neopets, blind box. It was at EB Games, right? No, it wasn't. It was Zing. Hang on. Zing Pop Culture. They don't even have it in the thing anymore. Hang on. Bitches. Okay, maybe it was EB Games. Hang on. Hang on, maybe it was EB Games. Maybe I'm wrong. Motherfuckers. Neopets. They took them off entirely. They're not even on the store anymore. Bitches. Oh my god, they have a Neopets Switch game? Wait, what the fuck is this? Mega Mini Games Collection. The Neopian Arcade Odyssey. Is this just like buying all of the games? Oh my god, no fucking way. Oh my god, do you want to spend money to put the games that we have free on our website on your Switch? Wait, they're kind of cooking for this, actually. Like, no cap. This is kind of funny. They have the ice cream. They have the ice cream game! That's crazy! Wait. Damn. got the snowball game and everything. Wait, EB Games? That Australian as well? Yeah, we have EB Games in Australia. They are a nightmare, I'm not gonna lie. But I did get my Iono card sleeves there, so like I can't complain. They were like 50% off. So like I was kind of winning. I wish they had more of the Iono stuff at the time. But because they have like they have an Iono playmat for like $58 that was not like there at the time, and I was like, fuck. Okay, so the Neopets blind boxes are gone. That's so sad. What? What the fuck am I meant to do to get my next fix? Buy it from the Neopets shop? It's out of it's out of stock. Oh, life is actually dire at this point. But so yeah, if you can get those blind boxes, I'm just saying, you're kind of like winning. And if you get the Kugra, that's fucking wild. Because that Kugra is so cute, by the way. Are you sure the blind bags is maybe we're just not seeing them? It's crazy. Fucking hell. But from here, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe I need to go. And like, $18 is so cheap. I was spending like $30 to $40 on them. That's why I'm like, oh my god. Just like that. Fuck. When is it my turn to have a win like that? That's crazy. I say as I literally just talk about the win that I had recently where like I got something that I was looking for. Oh my god. Oh. Damn. Tell me a joke. Hang on.
Okay. How many robots does it take to change a light bulb?
How many does it take? I don't know. How many?
Replacing a light bulb is a waste of resources, and the founder would be outraged.
That was so funny.
Didn't seem to think so.
Wow. Oh my god. It was the joke of all time. I love a joke at the expense of like making fun of like a high political figure. What are the implications of Melville's analysis of the particle clouds?
Athena was always trying to understand the reality underneath what we perceive, the objective truth. That's why she was capable of leaving the simulation. And even after she was free, she never stopped trying to understand more. I suspect her research took her another step closer to understanding the truth. And such steps always challenge our conception of the universe. But that's the wonderful thing about science. We can adapt our views to the evidence.
So true, Byron. Do you think the answers we seek exist within ourselves?
Look,
I have a better joke.
self-reflection is important.
What have you got for me?
Only thinking about yourself, your inner
Do
identity,
share.
becomes narcissistic.
Oh my god, narcissistic.
You exist, whether you like it or not, in a dialectical relationship with the world. Identity has no meaning without society, and society has no meaning without the individual. It's in that tension that we really come into being.
Huh. Does your faith in humanity ever waver? Because you think
In
you're
the
a
principle
human.
of it, no. It's not just that I believe humanity is fundamentally good, although I do. It's that I think sentience is the foundation of everything else. What's the point of stars and galaxies, of hills and forests, without someone to perceive them? But my faith that we can actually grow up, that we can break out of these loops and take control of our destiny, that's something I struggle with every single day.
Oh my god, Larry! Hi, Larry! Hi! Hello, how are you today? I hope you've been staying safe, making good choices. Thank you so much for the check-in. Thank you, thank ya. What do you call a wolf that is not asleep? Okay, that's a good one. I'll give you that. Oh my god. Fuck. You know what? I'll give you that. That's a good one. I'm gonna keep that one because I'm gonna piss off my players in Reascend by using that one day as a treat. You know what I mean? Like, that's for me now, actually. I'm just saying. I'm putting that in my pocket. Do it. I'm gonna hit them with it when they least expect it. How did Mayor get elected?
Herman? Honestly, I think he makes people feel safe.
That's crazy.
The world beyond our walls is frightening. Human history is full of failures and disasters.
Uh-huh.
It's easy to look at that and recoil.
Mm-hmm.
Herman offers a vision of the future that feels contained.
That's crazy.
Manageable.
Did someone say my players? Yeah, I am a experienced DM, so I have done quite a lot of D&D. I really, really love, I love D&D. I love, D&D 5e is pretty good. I am really big shill for Daggerheart at the moment. Pathfinder is pretty good. But I'm really in Daggerheart, like, trenches at the moment. Mostly because I'm a really big fan of how their combat system works. I think their combat made it so much better than 5e. I want to do a Daggerheart campaign so bad. It's driving me insane. I wish I could do it. I also want to try for like general like TTRPG Thirsty Sword Lesbians one day because I think that would be funny. I have the book somewhere because someone bought it for me because they were like, I saw the name and I had to get it for you. Like, there's a lot of TTRPGs that I want to do. There's technically a Horizon one if I remember correctly, and I want to get my hands on that. Like, there's a Neopets one, and I want to get that. I want the Neopets TTRPG so fucking bad. Like, if I can get my hands on that one day, it's so over. But yeah, I stream every, like, so I stream fortnightly on a Monday, a completely homebrewed D&D 5e. Like, I'm talking own universe, own pantheon, own story, like, plot, characters. There's unique races. There's adjustments on races. There's, like, some races that normally are in 5e that are not there. It took me from 2021 to 2025 to get it to a, like, playable, like, level. And so now we play it every fortnight, including next week. Monday. Yeah, this upcoming Monday is our next session. We're up to our 25th session, I think. We're almost at a year. I also run my own homebrew. My main gimmick is random potions that are like permanent wild magic effects. Nice! Hell yeah! Larry's like, here are the D&D characters. The ones you've created, so oh my god, that's so crazy. Finger points, that's so crazy, you would think that. Okay, so hear me out. We should do the Neopets one. Okay, look, I'm just saying, the Neopets one, it looks actually really good. Like, hang on. Neopets TTRPG. I think their Kickstarter ended, so I don't think you can, like, join in anymore. But, like, it looks good. It looks really, really fucking good. They have a core rulebook. They have all the fancy shit. They have, like, the plot for their TTRPG, right, is called Fall of Fairyland. Like, it's going to be the Fall of Fairyland as a TTRPG. Like, I'm so excited because that was one of my favorite events on the site. So the fact that, like, they have turned it into a whole ass fucking thing is crazy. I was so sad that I was broke at the time because, like, fucking hell, if I could have afforded it, I would have gotten the $175 bundle. Couldn't get it at the time. That's 175 USD. Fucked up. The $100 USD one, I was also broke as hell. It was meant to be out and delivered in 2025, actually. Hang on. What happened to that? What happened? Oh, 2 months ago. They made over 400k and there's no updates. Whoa, apparently. Wait. Oh, apparently there's like drama here. Michael, thank you for the check-in. Thank you. You're saying it didn't make, that's what I'm saying. Like, should have made enough. You know what I'm saying? I should have been making enough. At the time, I think this was like super early. They made 400k and they've had no updates. Whoa. Hang on. This is an update that I wasn't prepared for. Apparently, they, in February, there was Geekify drama with who they were working. There's so many deep dive videos about this. Wait, stop. 10th of March. We want to share an update regarding our partnership with Geekify. We've made the decision to terminate our license agreement with Geekify effective immediately. Whoa. Questions and concerns, pending pledges for the Geekify Neopets TTRPG that launched on Kickstarter. You need to go through Geekify through their customer service. Stepping in the show. Whoa. This is crazy. We continue to explore alternative options to bring a high-quality TTRPG gaming experience to the fan base and looking into... I missed some drama. Holy shit. Well, apparently... their TTRPG is now in fucking hot water. So, apparently we're not getting that win like I thought we would be getting. But you know what? So Neopets... Neopets is so cursed. It's all because they got involved with Scientology in the early years, allegedly. I'm just saying. Blame it on that if you're gonna blame it on anything. My model is struggling because of this game right now. Hello, girly. Come back. Come back to me. I believe in you. It's a fantasy. But what do we sacrifice to gain that safety?
Precisely. Our curiosity, our creativity, our ability to grow. Everything that made us who we are. To me, that's not worth it.
Scientology speedruns. So it's not earned by the Scientology people anymore. It got sold off in sometime in the 2000s to a different company. But one of the first early investors was a Scientologist. And that's why it was really, really controversial, because he was also the guy that really implemented the bad advertising, like, things. He was the one that really spearheaded a lot of that advertising stuff that is now such a plague on the rest of the internet. Do you think the megastructure technology could be misused?
Could be? Yes, of course. All technology has the potential to be misused.
That's crazy.
From fire and the wheel to
fire
mentioned.
mentioned.
Clouds.
How dare you say that fire could be misused? That's up for me to decide. Not you, Byron. I'm just saying. If technology isn't the problem, why did... Oh my god, why is the game killing me right now? Hang on, let me go close that tab, because apparently having the Neopets TTRPG tabs is like killing my fucking game. There we go. Wow, that did actually automatically fix it. What? Oh, nope, there it goes. Ooh. This game. Isn't it lore you got fucked up because humans use... Yeah, it is. Isn't that crazy? But now, Now I just lovingly annoy a pink cat girl by setting things on fire around her a lot of the times. I mean, what? Anyway, technology isn't the problem. Why did our ancestors destroy themselves?
Because they refused to grow up. They refused to take control of their lives. They let bureaucrats and financiers determine their destiny, and those people could not think beyond themselves, beyond the tiny, insignificant moment they were trapped in. Their technology could have saved them, but what really failed them was their imagination.
That's crazy. Do you believe in the existence of something sublime or transcendent? Can't believe you do this. What? Do
in
what?
the sense of an interventionist deity? No. I wouldn't rule out the possibility, but it's not something I personally believe. But I do think there is something genuinely sublime in this universe, and it's right in front of us.
Me?
Consciousness.
Oh.
The fact that this sense of self is even possible, that an arrangement of matter can produce a self-aware mind? Think about it. It's a fundamental property of the universe, an unbreakable law that matter has the inherent capacity to become more than the sum of its parts. That is the definition of transcendence.
So true, Byron. Thank you. That's all. We had a good yap today, Byron. I still am not gonna lie. I am still struggling to process the fact that they call themselves humans. Like, they say humans and my brain just does not lock in on that. I need to really work through that, I think. We need one more of these. Leary setting things on fire. There is recorded evidence that fire just happens around her. That's so crazy. I wonder why things like fires just happen around her. Couldn't be me, you know? I wouldn't know why that would happen, you know? Where? Hang on. Where am I here? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Hang on. We're gonna have the same issue where it doesn't want to show me that I've screenshotted it. Yep, watch that. Come on. Why are you not recording that screenshot? Hang on. Excuse me. Give me my screenshot. Thank you. Okay. So, I have my screenshot. I wonder who could do that staring at the camera. Me? Me? I'm just a baby. I would never do that. I'm just a little guy. Just a little creature. You know what I'm saying? Just a tiny little thing. So small. Angel. Absolute angel. We just don't look at that emote. Yeah, we don't look at that emote. Exactly. I love the amount of fire emotes that exist. It's so dopamine for me. Okay. So, where do we find? Maybe it's that one? Maybe that's what I'm looking for. No, I think it's that. Okay. I think it is that giant building. Maybe. Just going by the icon for it. You know what I mean? What is the punishment for breaching the fire? What? Okay. Don't like that. Okay. How the fuck am I meant to get... Oh, the fucking... I'm stupid. Hang on. Is there a better way? Nope. You know what? The only rough nerf that they have implemented in this game is the fact that I am not waterproof. Kind of fucked up, if you ask me. I should be allowed to be waterproof as a trait. Ooh, what's this? Hello? Hey! You have wisdom for me?
To us who have only just begun this journey of philosophy, the world may seem like a mystery that can never be solved. A great deal has been written since the days of the Seven Sages, but how much of it is truth and how much of it is idle speculation. I've offended many by saying that most philosophy will, as the centuries pass, be discarded as foolishness and superstition. But it is a truth only philosophers fail to see. And yet we cannot abandon reason and conclude that we cannot know anything. Rather, we must accept that the journey towards understanding will be long. And our task is to build a foundation for those who will one day arrive at its destination.
Okay. So true. Pop-Off King. Being waterproof is like... Look, hear me out. If I can be waterproof, like, once, I can be waterproof again. You know what I'm saying? Why is that only sideways? That's so rude. Hang on. There we go. I'm fucking crazy with that. Hi, Miranda. What are we looking at?
Sometimes it
Oh, it's
seems
Athena.
the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing
us.
deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
I love the what is the punishment for breaching the no fire Neo contract for Blaze Bright? Joke's on you! There never was one. Okay, wait, wrong one. Oh wait, no. Come back here. Nope, okay. Damn, this is must have had to redo one. Imagine me getting punished. Literally impossible, I fear. An angel. Well, they got me there. I'm gonna do that one first. Do that one next. Do that one next. It's that one that's like fucking with me. Hang on. So then I want to take that. Maybe if I start with that one, that's the plan. Hang on. Hang on. Am I stupid? He's been good. I've been good? Oh my god, that's crazy. As a treat? What the fuck? Hang on. This is the most I've struggled in Wonderland. Hang on. Okay. So, okay. Let's start with that one, then bring out this one. I just did the same fucking thing again. Hang on. Interesting. Okay, it's that fucking... this one. Because it only lets us do it. So we'll try starting with that first. I obviously don't want that one. And then that one points forwards, but this one points to the side there. I just did the same fucking thing again. I need to literally lock in. I'm gonna do this one next because then it's gonna point that one forwards. I'm gonna do that one because it points that way, and then I'm gonna do... Okay, there we go. Fucking hell. Lord Christ. Alright, it's fine. We're so back, I fear. Can I come out this way? Are you gonna drown me? But yeah. I have been so good that Larry is not getting fire anymore. It's like a treat for me, you know? I don't do fires. I get idle soap. It's like a robot. I keep fires away from Leary and she's safe. Sometimes you just no, I can't make that joke. I can't make the joke. Anyway, there is a joke that I want to make, but I won't make it. How do I get to that one? Can I get to that one? And then people can't accuse me of... Yeah, you can just be like, actually, I know fire now, and... No! That triggered something visceral in my body. Holy shit. I feel like there's something important out there. Okay, wait. So we did that one there. So then... the island to the side... should have one. So let's go back. So I'm not doing it until I've got these ones. I think we've already grabbed this one before. But let's double check, because I know we definitely grabbed another one already. Ugh. Maybe we should engulf the world in flames. But then I will be out of a job, you know? My job is to keep everything under control. Where is this other one? So that's that one there. And then on the island opposite it, there should be another one. There. I'm so fucking smart, actually. I'm just saying. I'm so fucking smart. And now I have to find where the fuck that thing is again. It was over here. Hi, for me. Yoink. Delicious. Tasty.
None may know what came first, error or sin. And yet every choice depends on it.
What do I do with all my fire starting material then? Give it to me. That is a tasty treat, I fear. It's like a treat for me. Feed your Keeper of the Flames with fire stuff. It's like a robot. Campfires are fine. We can roast marshmallows. That's so crazy. And you get a marshmallow every time you do a check-in. I'm like basically giving that to you for free. You can just use a kindling for it, you know? Just put a campfire, not a campfire, put a marshmallow over a kindling and it's like the same thing. And yet it moves. Oh, fuck. Whoa, there's so much this time. Oh my god, hang on. Hang on. Where is my thing? Bill. A fascinating story I discovered in the archive concerns a great scientist by the name of Galileo. This remarkable man made huge contributions to the early development of science, but was best remembered for becoming embroiled in a controversy with the church that ended with accusations of heresy, a trial, and him being placed under house arrest for the rest of his life. The cause of the controversy? He argued that the Earth revolved around the sun, a view we would describe as self-evident, and which the Inquisition described as foolish and absurd in philosophy, and formally heretical. Hi, Kai! Hi, Kai! Being able to roast marshmallows with my own head is very useful, can confirm. Exactly! That's what I'm saying. You're winning with it. All kindlings just get to enjoy toasted marshmallows whenever. Okay, hang on. I gotta put in a number. Are you ready for this? 416... C 7761797320626520726656 says always be re, and then 164792074 F20737065616 be ready to spit. Be ready to spit is what we got so far. Reminds me, I played a one-shot where we went into the tomb of the Fire Eater. So my 4 wisdom warlock brought 30 flasks of oil. That's like a treat. Do you ever want me to just send you the number so you can just decode it? I don't mind. I mean, if you're offering, I will not say no. Because this is really making me have to lock in on being able to touch type without looking at my keyboard once. Which is crazy. Because normally I'm fine with that, and I can do it fine, but for some reason, when I'm doing it with a game, it just doesn't hit the same. Probably because I don't have the proper, like, keyboard placement right now. But you know what I mean. P20796. Thank you. Going into DM scurrying. Oh my god, thank you. I love you so much. Oh my god. Hang on. This is crazy. Do you have the bottom one as well? Yeah. I was gonna say, do you have the last 2 lines as a treat for me? I can't touch type. I have spelling issues. I feel that. I used to be able to. So recently, because sometimes I do working streams. I was really proud of myself. I hit 5k words in 2.5 hours. And like that felt good because I was averaging about 2.1 to 2.3k words an hour ish, I guess. Gestures vaguely. I was going over 2k words an hour. But like that shit was fucking like crazy shit. You know what I mean? There it is. Oh my god, thank you! Oh my god. Pink cat girl. Okay. So, the text in this says, always be ready to speak your mind, and a base man will avoid you. Ooh. Without killing your wrist. I am so grateful because I might have to put my brace back on in a bit because I've had it off so that I could move like the character around, and it's fucking killing me, I feel. Story became emblematic for how society often punishes those who try to push our understanding of the world forward in the modern day. There's a legend that at the end of his trial he muttered, and yet it moves. A beautiful idea but untrue, because defying society is hard, comes at a high cost, and not everyone is capable of bearing it. What would you have done in his place? What would I? The wild thing was it was helpful because there were circles in the floor that summoned fire elementals if you crossed them. But they wouldn't if you offered something flammable. Trying to play... Oh my god, wait. No, but like you were winning with that one. And oh my god, Quaker, you're so right. Lyria is the GOAT, I feel. Like, insane top tier is what I'm saying. Puzzled. The role of puzzles in the simulation was so important to the creation of our civilization that it has left an indelible imprint. But sometimes I worry that this is an issue. Alexander Drennan thought of human beings as problem solvers. But the real world isn't anything like the simulation. Yes, there are problems to solve, but there isn't a Tetramino waiting to reward you. There's just another problem. And another. And another. Our veneration of the puzzle may be blinding us to the fact that sometimes there isn't a neat solution. That sometimes life is just a slog and the best you can do is muddle through. That's so crazy. You all have fun. Work day is over and I'm heading home before... Have a wonderful rest of your day! Stay safe, make good choices! And good luck with tomorrow! Oh my god! Dear Athena, have you really left us for good? Without even saying goodbye? I know we haven't spoken much lately, but isn't that just part of the slow, relaxed lives we now lead? After all those centuries of struggle, trying to build New Jerusalem, I thought we deserved a rest, and if that disappointed you, why didn't you say so? I know you disapprove of all those silly titles they give us now, but we really were your first companions. We know what it was like. I was there when Yimo died. I remember the horror of realizing that there was no way of bringing him back. The impossible finality of it. And then the determination to make it make sense. To have it be part of a story that leads to a better world. I never abandoned that, Athena. I just thought that maybe I could spend some time on the things that make life worth living, too. Maybe I lost track. Maybe I failed you. I don't know. Because you didn't tell me. Aw, Rora! Oh. That's so sad. Damn. I think we've gotten everything in this area now. Actually, I think we're missing one thing. But I could be wrong. What number is this one? This is number 3. No, it's not. Yes, it is. What the fuck am I cooking? Okay. So, let's go back to the big building up there. Because we now need to go make the thingy do the thing. But the one thing... I feel like I am actually forgetting one thing. That's the problem. I don't know if I have found the lab for this area because I can't remember. So, the only way to know that is to go to our funny little car and see what it tells us. And if I haven't found the lab, we're so fucked. Hey. No, I don't want to go to the next one. Plus lab. Okay, we got it. 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 Okay, let's go turn on the funny light. Yippee! Ha 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 ha! We're gonna go in there. We're gonna see a vision. We're gonna be brave about it. We're gonna lock the fuck in. And it's gonna be a great time. And I'm not gonna fall off the edge. Whoa. But yeah. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. I'm not gonna lie. I am genuinely so excited for Reascent next week, though. It might actually be so much fun. And by it might, it will be. And it's gonna be our last session before we hit 1 year. Like, I think that's kind of crazy. It's basically our 1 year celebration. Hi! Hey!
Halt, creature of clay.
Hi, Pandora.
You have taken another step towards the flame.
I am the flame.
Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
We have made mistakes in using them, but the good outweighs the bad.
And you repeat your mistakes until they destroy you.
Well, you know what? Should give every player 1 TNT. I'm giving them a hot woman instead. Does that also count?
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction
Uh-huh.
and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
That's crazy. Ooh. I like the little... Why does it only do it on the other side? Hang on. Ooh, big fan of that, actually. That's for me, actually. It's true, every player has been given 1 hot woman, and now you get to meet another hot woman. Isn't that crazy? It's been an hour already. That's what happens when we have too much fun, I feel. We get an hour, and then it locks us back in. And then that 3 minutes passes, and we get another fun hour. It's okay. I promise I won't do anything too crazy during those 3 minutes. I just end up just rambling. But we are gonna move across to the next area before that 3 minutes starts. 3rd spot. Travel Lost Marshes. I feel like Talos Day always goes way too fucking fast as well. Like, I feel like the Talos streams go the fastest out of every stream. Like, you know what I mean? And the acceptable ads are the banner ads. I wish they would just do banner ads.
Looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
My
That's
God.
exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens.
There's
Mother
a
Nature
city
always
underwater.
gets her
Atlantis
revenge in
mentioned?
the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People,
Wait.
cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that. Telling themselves nothing would change. It
Hang on, I'm
always
putting my brace
does.
back on. Just for a little bit. Hang on, you're gonna hear strap sounds. Anyway. There we go. Oh! My movements are probably going to be a little bit janky for the next few. But I'm just gonna, for a little bit. If I remember correctly, this is the place, with the fucking, like, magnets, right? Bring an item to swap. What? What does that mean? What item do you want from me? Okay.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal. But please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
Okay. Interesting. So now my items are limited in, like, thing? Huh. Curious. I see. Okay. Grab this. It's right there, you know what I mean? Okay. Yarnith. Beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You were the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of the past? You are our sole link to the wisdom of the progenitor. Without you, we are lost. Praise be your name. Hang on, did I just accidentally just say the fucking without you? Hang on, does it... 5358. It says SX. And my brain just, like, did without you. Like, 5358 is SX. What is your hidden message here? I was, like, too locked in, I feel. Searching from what's wrong with the world. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we all have got all the good that can be got out of the ideas of the past. But we have not got all the good out of them. Perhaps at this moment, not any of the good out of them. And the need here is the need of complete freedom for restoration as well as resolution. 5358 again. 5358 again. Okay. There is one metaphor of which the moderns are very fond. They're always saying, you can't put the clock back. The simple and obvious answer is, you can. A clock, being a piece of human construction, can be restored by the human finger to any figure or hour. In the same way, society, being a piece of human construction, can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. You can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. Blacksner? The coal mine finally brought decent jobs. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers. We were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills, we kept the whole country alive. The mine also brought black lung, gruesome injuries, and death. When it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had or were allowed to have, and the alternative was poverty. At other times, they wanted to switch, but there were powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. That's a crazy sentence, looking at the current situation that Australia is facing. That got a little too fucking real. Wow. Damn, I see. Fucking Christ. A little angel. Oh. I think I saw two, by the way. I think I saw another one around here. Or was there only one and I just saw it twice? Okay, maybe there's only one and I saw it twice. I love that every now and then they give us an animal as like a treat. You know what I mean? They're like, hey. No, there is two. I'm not stupid. I did see two. Look at that. They're just running very different paths. What is the meaning of you being here? I'm standing on top of the fucking thing. Hi, little guy. Well, you're a little girly pop. Hi, little girly pop. Hi. Hi. Where's the other one? Okay, what path do you take? You also go up there. And then come around. Are you random pathed? Like, or are you actually gonna be, like, actually really important in some way and I have no idea? Because I'm not paying proper attention to you. Do they change path if I get in their way? No. Okay. They're just chilling. You. What have you got for me? Green. Okay. So I need to remember that around here is green. Right? We're not gonna forget that, Chad. We're gonna remember it's green. There's something around us here. On that side, probably. That's going to make green. Oh my god, so I got this really cute dragon on Flight Rising, right? Because I was like browsing, you know, like I was just browsing and I actually got this really cute dragon and I was like both so excited and like livid because, right, are you ready for this? So she was a pink primary color and her secondary and her tertiary were yellows. So I was like, damn, because you'll never guess what this pink dragon's birthday was. The worst part, though, is that pink primary throws fucking green in half of the genetics. Half of the genes throw fucking green. Do you know how bad that is? I was fucking tilted. I was like, why are you throwing green of all fucking colors on the pink color? So half of the genes I couldn't use because they would throw green. And then there was like this really like odd purplish pink color that just did not work well. Bring an item to swap. Okay, well, can I have this? Thank you. So I was like, not a fan of that. But then... Oh. So I can't just take that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna take this, swap that back, take this, jump up here, take that, place that down. No. Okay, swap this. There has to be another thing that I can take. That's what I'm saying. There could have been so many better colors. Hey. But... am I missing an item that I can take somewhere? Because that's not gonna work. That's so fucked up and cruel. What I'm gonna do is do that. Does it stay? Ooh, okay. Don't do that. What can I say? I caught on so fast. Never mind, we're so fucking back. But yeah, so I got this really cute pink dragon who was born September the 7th. But then she just fucking throws green. I was like, you can't do this to me. You cannot look me in the eyes and tell me that you're gonna throw green. And then her fucking secondary and tertiary were yellow. And I was like, ugh. So she has a pink primary with 2 yellows. So her name is Blaze Bright. Because I might have bought her anyway. Because she was actually really cute. And I caved when I saw what the birthday was when the primary was pink. So I was like, okay, well, I guess. But then I also found a dragon that was mostly blues with a little bit of... Ooh. What have you got for me? Interesting. Okay. With a little bit of gold. And I might have impulse bought that one because its birthday was the 14th of March. So I caved. Bring an item to swap. Bring an item to swap. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Hang on. Can I take that back? Where am I trying to go again? Where's my thing? There. How am I trying to unlock you? Oh, with that. And then I just take that. Swap that.
The particle clouds continue to be exactly the same.
Huh. I did it right without even realizing it. That's tragic. New interface content available. I have not been looking at my social media, I feel. But oh my god. New. Keep forgetting that I can just look at the fucking... Okay, it's fine. So that was number 3. Wait, green. 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 Okay, well, we didn't see anything in here that could make green. Other than that, but that's not gonna work. So it's probably gonna be further up there then. Or is this way? Probably that one and that one are gonna do it. Need to remember green. Chat meant to be there. know. I don't know why chat is up there, actually. Why is chat up there? Hang on. Chat. Down here. What the fuck is wrong with you today? There we go. I have not noticed that the entire time. I need to, like, pay attention to where I throw chat. Did move us? Yeah, I put you above my head, though. I don't know why you were there. Yeah, this is looking like a Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that right there. Do you see it? I see it. That's gonna go towards that. I also see that there's someone waiting for me over here. Hang on, watch this. That was such a tiny thing to notice. Oh, I'm getting good. Watch this. Hi. Can you say hi to me?
Mother, can I suggest something?
Of course, go ahead.
The southern part of the island is completely dead. No animals, no plants. The soil is too alkaline for anything to live except
stop
bacteria.
doing that.
Yes, that's why it's a good location for some of the experiments.
Well, if we want to show that we can make the cosmos more beautiful, then why don't we start there? The desert doesn't have to be dead. If we modify the conditions, life can thrive there. And that could be the first step towards spreading life to other worlds. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a plan.
Such a good plan. Great plan, even. I need, like, someone to, like, kick my ass every time I do that. Like... It's such a... I don't know why I keep doing it. It's like, my god, stop me, please. Here, and accidentally think, oh my god, ask me. Okay. Prison? Damn. Rough. One? Hey, dude. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Well, can I have this, please? And take that. Take that. This. What color is that last one? Blue. Where the fuck is the blue coming from? Oh, there. Fucking dumbass. Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. So then... No, this doesn't work. Hang on. Because I need that blue to travel. But I need... Oh no! Hang on. Hang on. I'm not stupid, I swear. How does this work? Because we're gonna need that up to stop that from getting in the way of that one. No, we don't. Hang on, never mind. What we're gonna do is go here, Place that down. No, 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 no. Come here. No, we do need it. Okay. Hang on. No, 3 progressing well. Yeah, we're like chefing, I fear. We're a little bit stuck here because we're learning the new mechanic right now. But like, we're kind of cooking. You know? So that's gonna keep breaking it, which means we need to go here. Take this. We can just lift that one up to get the same effect there. Perfect. Right? So now we can take this. And we've got that going. There's another one in there. Wait. How do I get to you? Wait, hang on. How did I miss that one? Motherfucker. I want to go back and check that one out. I want to see if I can steal that. How would you? You would use... Aha! Okay. Hang on. That will lock us out. Do not do that. Trying to check something. Hang on. We can then get one more. We could maybe jump into there, right? Wonder if we can get in there. I wonder if I could actually like do this with just a no, because 1 to 2. And that would have the third one there, so it would always cross that. So you need to figure out how to get in there. But then how do you then come back and open that when that gets closed is the real question. Oh, that might open up that way. Hang on. Yeah, okay, perfect. And then we can come back around here. Go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Go 1. 2. And then we're going to grab that one. Move that one there. Grab that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We could probably, actually, hang on. Hear me out. I've got an idea. This might be a bad idea, but it could work. The one there, because then I can take that, change this out, right? Then go 1, 2. Then our only problem is there. So, how do we then stop them from touching? Because that's always going to touch. I know. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is Go there. Hang on. Okay. So we've got 4, and we need 4 to open it. If we bring that into that way, they get stuck over there. They're gonna cross no matter what. That first one started there. Come back. There's that one. So we can place that there. We can go 1, 2, place that there. And then what we're gonna do is go 1, 1. Surely the way to move it is that way. But then that opens that way. And we still have the issue where we are 1 short on this one. Because that always will break that way. Unless we were to say no. Okay. So we're stuck. It's always the fucking crossover ones that I get stuck on. Hang on. It's always these ones, and I never remember how I make them work every time. So we're always back in the fucking building again. So that blue one has to go through that way. Because it can't be the red, because then they cross at the front area. And I don't think there's a way to make them cross on this like end of things. Yeah, that will always break that one. I wonder if you can just bring them both in this way. Hang on. Say you brought... No, I don't think that works. Let's try it anyway. Because it still cuts it there. So then, is there a way... I'm thinking. Yeah, it always cuts that one. And we definitely need 4 because like links there to there. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, can you lock yourself in? Why did the intrusive thought win? Why did I let the intrusive thought win? Why did I let it win? They don't have rewind, they just have reset. Why did I let the intrusive thought take over? I'm so stupid! It's fine. Okay, that's fine. For science. Literally saying it as I throw myself in. Can you get soft locked here? Oh my god. What if you could like get soft locked here? Fucking hate myself. It's fine. Come here. well, fucking... I cannot believe I literally said that with my full fucking chest and then put myself in that situation. Idiot. I fear. One, two. Well, at least I definitely memorized, like, up until this point, like, easily. And, like, this part isn't too hard to redo. It's just this part from here. One, two, three. Wait, nope. Hang on. I did actually need one of those. Like, my brain tells me this is the right step here. But my brain has been wrong before. You know what I mean? And then bringing it through this way. But I wonder if... I'm overthinking it. Hang on. I think I'm overthinking it. Watch this. Hang on. Watch this. I overthink it. Stop doing that. Yeah, look at that. I was overthinking it. Anyway. Fucking missed. I didn't need to do the extra shit. Okay, hang on. We need to figure out
landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back, right? I'm gonna grab this. Grab this one. And see if there's a way. Where is that fucking thing? I think it was that one, right? I think it was that ledge there. Let me go back over there and double check it was that one. Yeah, so there's a tiny thing up there. So we're gonna go grab... We don't know what color I need, by the way. So I could be doing this and it could end up being like the wrong color completely. But... only one way to find out. You know? We're gonna try red first. Where is the thing? Being fucking blind is not helping me with this. Got it. Motherfucker! Okay, hang on. Why is that going down? Okay, so our next plan is that we're gonna take this, grab this. Did it make it there? Hang on. Did we make it there? Welcome. How are you today? Hello, how have you been? We've been staying safe, making good choices. Okay. Perfect. So that one hit. Which means we now need to find the next one. The problem is, I don't think that one's actually automatically aligned to it as well. So we still also need to find the one that will connect it to her. Which might actually be... Hang on. Ouch. Ooh, my body did not like that, I fear. It might actually be over here. Now that we know that's there, you know? If we grab... Yeah, because that's right there. If we were to say... Put that there... Hang on. What I'm going to do is swap those. Open that. Swap that item. Swap that item. No, wait. Take that back. Take that back. Because that's still open. Then we're gonna grab this. Put that back there. Take that. Swap that. We're going to see if we can reach that one to that one and place that there. Because once we can figure out where that blue is, it'll be ready to go. You know what I mean? Thank you for the check-in. Thank you. Hello. How are you today? Day off at work, but instead filled with stuff. Okay, so you got the win for the day off at work. But I hope all the stuff that you do at home goes really, really well. I hope you have a really good day today. And you get some, like, big win. Especially because it's a day off at work. That's a huge fucking win, if you ask me. That shit hit. Thank you for the check-in. Thank you. I'm alright. How about you and the rest of the kindlings? I'm doing very well, thank you. I am, like, cooking on, like, the puzzles today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm kind of, like, chefing, I fear. Like, we're kind of hitting things, like, different. It's gonna be red. Stop. Oh, but that's blue over there, so maybe we can make this work. Hang on. So we've got this one first. Let's swap that out for that. Hate that, actually. So it has to be the jammer. But it can't be the jammer. What? Hello? Says the jammer. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna take that jammer from here then. Set up that jammer. Take this. Grab that. Place that down. Take that. So we've now got the red there. Right. And then come back around. What do I need to make this work? I need 2 jammers. Well, we've got 2 items. Does this maybe... No, it's only linked to there. So no matter what, that stays there. Means the jammer... We're gonna do it this way. Jam there. Put the item that way. What do I need the red for? I need the red. What am I hoping for the red for? I need... Because I need that. Okay. So we've got the red here. We need to figure out how to keep these open. But these aren't connected to anything. Which means it doesn't work that way. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing further in here. Nope. But then how? Am I missing an item again? Have I willfully missed an item? No. You can't pick up a button. The buttons stay there. So you can't just, like, acquire a button. Interesting. Hang on, let me take that back. I'm going to place that there. Take this. Because we're gonna need that. What in the world? Hang on. Wait, this one's actually really hard. Hang on a second. Because this needs 2 things there. But then there's no way to keep them open. So how do you keep them open without... Maybe the first trick is to do something with that one. So what I'll do is actually swap you, discard you. No, I shouldn't have discharged you. Hang on. Fuck. Okay, hang on. We're gonna come back here. Grab this one. So no matter what, we have this. And we need this to connect to that to go to there. Right? So we're gonna put this back. Open that one. Okay, well, firstly, we need to actually get that out safely, so we'll take that back. Go there. Put this one in here. And grab this. Grab that. Maybe we need to do this in segments. No. It doesn't work. Because in another lifetime, And then that needs to connect to there. But we need to bring an item to swap to open those gates. But then we need those two items out. But then we need the jammers. And the jammers are their own thing. You can't do that with only one jammer, but then you can't also do that with only one of those. But then you can't have that with only the one. Or can you? But that won't work anyway because what? I think I might actually need to use my pink light for this. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Piero. Is it almost midnight? Is that why you're standing right in front of everything? I'm genuinely lost. I actually don't know. Hi, sweetie. Think I'm gonna sit here? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Let me get a sip of tea. I think I need a cat girl. Cause I guess if you take that, but then it doesn't work still anyway because you can't take it that way. So there's that temporary, that doesn't fix it. Like, that's done when we grab this out, that we don't have that there. But then we can't just it doesn't work. Like that. It doesn't work. But we need a jammer to open that because there's no other way. Am I missing something? Oh my god, this is like the first time this entire game I might need a pink light. No, hang on. Hang on. So we have 4 items. We can only have 2 out at any time. What are you trying to teach me? We've got the red one there. That now makes that area empty. We now have this area. The area has the need for 2 jammers. 1, 2. Right. 2 jammers. There's no way to jam. Hang on. I need my pink light. I'm gonna try and manifest the pink cat girl. I'm actually genuinely stuck. I know we have not had to do this in a long time, but I'm actually stuck. Do my lights even work right now? Hang on. There we go. I have a pink light. I haven't used my lights in so long. Hang on. I'm literally so stuck. You can't not have two there. Isn't it the early hours of the morning for you? It is currently 11:48 p.m. here. So it's almost early hours. So hello, how are you today? So, if we were to... The problem is we only get 2 at any time. You're from WA? I am! Larry, I'm so stuck. You need 2 jammers, right? To do the area. Right. But you can only have 2 items out. So, you literally... So, this would be your normal way of doing it, right? You go in here, you go in here, you go in here, and you open that. To open that part, because there is literally no other way to open them, right? So this has no connector. This has no connector. This leads to that. So, that. The other items are that, which we grabbed that from, and that to set it up. Which I'm also losing it because I picked the wrong fucking color for that. So then the problem is, if I were to say take this one, right? And then I've got this. I can't remember how the old one works. So I have a pocket of that. So I can now say that this area is not needed, right? So I can completely lock out this area. It's done. So I now have this. I can now place that down, and it will be able to, like, connect 2 things. I don't have a blue one. I've only got the red one. So I need that to connect to this. But I can't get it to that area without losing my... Could you get a blue one? If I... Hang on. I can get a blue one. Do you really have to use the outside one for... That's crazy. What? Hang on. So you're saying I could come up here, right? Because I realized that it's not the red one that I need, it's the blue one that I need up here. So if I select that as blue now, and come back. Because that's now blue, right? I'm then going to come back this way. Discharge that. Set that up. Do it. Bang. No. It can't take from that. But, can I get it from this angle? No, I can't get it from that angle. hang on. So if I were to say, take this, right? Come here. Come here. Come here. And then take that one. And then... Oh, if I had have taken... No. That still doesn't work because that's a thingy. Hang on. Not much to do here in WR. Only thing is this goddamn I was there when they did the cactus thing accidentally. I did not know that was gonna happen in the city. I was in the city with a friend at the time and it was insane. I am not gonna lie. I'm lost. Hang on. So I can't reach that one up there. But I can't take from that one. Because that's not possible. See, it's like, no, don't do that to me. But I guess if I... Hang on. Firstly, I'm gonna go make that green before I forget. Remember the other... I get green. Grab my green. Because, like, that's the puzzle solved for that, right? Is you set that up that way. But how the fuck do you make it
Horses are broken,
blue?
not taught. That is the way of humankind.
Okay. Because if I could grab that blue... That's green now. So... I don't want to end on an L, and this is like the last puzzle I can touch. So this is gonna be like agonizing. Am I gonna end on an L? So this one takes the color and swaps it, right? Please use the other connector. Head tilt. Head tilt. We have a red laser. Yeah. So... But I have that blue one going along there. And there was a connector that turns red to blue. Yeah, so... If I were to say... Grab... this, right? So, the thing is I do that, and then that makes it blue. But my problem is... Hang on. Hang on. So go back... I think you'd get this if it wasn't so late. If it wasn't so late and I didn't feel like I was gonna throw up, I feel like I would actually have this so locked in. But I have the worst fucking tummy ache right now. My head's killing me. But we're being so brave. So if I were to make this red instead... And then... store it. Wait a second. Hang on. Wait. I'm stupid. I'm actually stupid. Hang on. I'm so stupid. Wait. Come here. You fucking stop. No way. Hang on. Come here. That's now blue. Come here. That's now blue. And then I'm gonna come back here. Swap that. So I can then take that. Take that. This. Bang. Bang. Nope. Oh my god. There we go. There. Oh my god. Ah! We did it. Lord. Oh my god. Thank you, Leary. I was just saying, I think that's like the first time I've had to do a pink light this entire game. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I do the approach of grabbing a blue from outside there. Could it even work in theory? Because like my thought was that we could grab using this. But I don't think that works. Yeah, it doesn't. But I was thinking about it. It totally could. Oh. Okay. Man, but I am stupid today. I was thinking maybe connecting up to the one up there, but I couldn't find it every time because I think I should have put it more to the middle there, and then I would have been able to see it from there. So if I had moved it more towards the door, I could have grabbed it from there as well, technically. Which would have been crazy if I'd done that. But oh my god, it's done. It's done. We survived. We won. We won. But at what cost? I'm like that much of like it's at that time. I didn't even like switch out the thing. We did it. I did it. With so much help from Leary. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for joining today, y'all. I know I had it said on Blue Sky that I was going to end at 12:30, but I am feeling sick. My tummy hurts. So, I'm going to end that one here for today because I'm going to go get the biggest fucking sleep of my life, I fear. I'm so tired. I'm gonna take some painkillers and pass out. But thank you so much for joining today. It was really good fun. We had some good yaps. It was a good time. And we got so much done, I fear. So, like, it's a good time, you know? Not that much help, to be honest. I just steered you away from the wrong path. You steered me on the right track, which means you were so helpful because I was locked in on all the wrong things, I fear. But yeah, we're gonna end out here for today. If you haven't already, please consider following me on here and on YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, all the fun social medias. In terms of things to say, I did release recently a cover of Fly Me to the Star, which was done alongside the wonderful Leary Avery, the pink cat girl from the UK. This is oh, there you go. Leary did it for me. Thank ya. Please consider checking it out. It is a very special cover to me. It was very, very special. I was very, very lucky. So, go watch it. Other than that, I also have all the social medias mentioned. This VOD will go live on there, so feel free to check out YouTube because all of my VODs are stored there. But with that, as we say at the end of every stream, because I don't want the ads to trigger before we say goodbye. Stay safe, make good choices. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Okay, good night.